Most people don't quit because they're broken. They quit because they're comfortable. They stop at tired. They stop at bored. But success doesn't care about your feelings. It only cares about one thing. Do you show up or don't you? The moment your mind screams, "Stop," is the moment you must push harder, because that's when real transformation begins. Just a few moments. You'll learn exactly how to break through resistance, silence your excuses, and train your mind to become truly unstoppable. If you're tired of starting over, then it's time you learn how to finish. Success is not a mood, it's a decision. The decision to keep going. Right now, you stand at a crossroads. In front of you are two paths. One leads back to comfort, safety, and everything you already know. The other stretches into the unknown, toward dreams not yet realized, goals not yet achieved, and a stronger, wiser version of you that's waiting to be born. It's tempting to turn back. The road behind you is familiar, and it's filled with people who will tell you to stay safe, play small, and be realistic. But growth doesn't live there. Growth lives in the unknown, on the path ahead, a path lined with challenges, lessons, and yes, even pain. But it's also the road to potential, to progress, to greatness. Every person you've ever admired stood exactly where you are right now. They weren't fearless. They weren't always confident. They were simply willing to risk failure, willing to walk alone, willing to push forward through fear. Even Abraham Lincoln's path to greatness wasn't a straight line. He lost jobs, he lost loved ones, he lost elections. Again and again, life told him no. But he refused to let failure define him. He chose to keep moving forward. And that single choice shaped the future of a nation. And Lincoln wasn't the only one. Behind every success story is a trail of hardship. The authors whose books were rejected dozens of times. The entrepreneurs who went bankrupt before building empires. The athletes who trained in silence long before anyone knew their names. What separates them from the rest isn't luck or genius. It's the decision to keep going. You must make that same decision now. Decide that no matter how tough it gets, you won't quit. Decide that no matter how loud the voice in your head tells you to turn back, you'll keep moving forward, one step at a time. Because the road ahead, though steep and uncertain, holds the life you've been dreaming of. You don't grow by avoiding the fire. You grow by walking through it. Strength is forged in discomfort. Growth is born in rejection. Power is built every single time you rise after being knocked down. Pain isn't your enemy. It's your teacher. It breaks down the weak parts of you and rebuilds something stronger. This is your moment. This is where your transformation begins. Not in comfort, but in challenge. Not in safety, but in struggle. Decide, right here and right now, that you're done playing small. Decide you are worthy of more. Your dreams are not too big. Your goals are not foolish. You are not too broken. The world doesn't need more people hiding. It needs more people rising. And you, yes, you, have the chance to rise, even if your knees shake, even if your voice trembles, even if you're the only one who believes in you right now. Take the step, because this is the moment everything changes. That if you want to keep going, you must define your purpose. Not someday, not maybe, but clearly, deeply, and without hesitation. Your purpose is the fuel that will carry you forward when everything else feels too heavy. When the world says stop, purpose whispers go. Without it, even the smallest obstacle feels impossible. But when your purpose burns bright, you can walk through fire and come out stronger. Purpose turns pain into progress. It gives meaning to the sacrifice. It transforms struggle into growth. Without a strong why, the journey will break you. With it, that same journey will shape you. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't march through cities, deliver speeches, and face hatred because it was easy. He did it because he knew what he stood for. He knew where he was going. His dream of equality wasn't a wish, it was a mission. Every word he spoke, every step he took was guided by an unshakable clarity of purpose. That clarity moved millions. It lit a fire in the hearts of others because purpose is contagious. When someone walks with conviction, the world notices. People listen. People follow. You have that same power within you, but first you must define it. Ask yourself, what am I passionate about? What problem burns in my heart to solve? What legacy do I want to leave behind? What impact do I want to make on this world? Let the answers be raw. Let them be real. Don't settle for vague goals or borrowed dreams. Get honest. Get specific. And once you find the answer, write it down. Not once. Not just in your mind. Put it on paper, on your wall, in your journal, anywhere you'll see it often. Read it when you're tired. Repeat it when you're afraid. Return to it when doubt creeps in. Purpose is not a one-time spark. It is a daily fire you must keep alive. When the road gets hard, purpose will keep you moving. When you're tempted to give up, purpose will remind you why you started. It becomes your compass when you feel lost, your anchor when storms hit, your armor when the world pushes back. This isn't about motivation. Motivation fades. Purpose endures. Motivation is loud but short-lived. Purpose is quiet but eternal. Define it. Repeat it. Guard it. Your purpose is not just a statement. It's your North Star. It's the reason your story matters. It's the reason you were given this life. It's not found in comfort. It's discovered in the moments you question everything, yet choose to keep going. There is greatness inside you, but it will not reveal itself until your purpose becomes clear. Only then will your steps gain meaning. Only then will your actions align with destiny. The world doesn't need more people who are simply existing. It needs people on fire with purpose, people who know why they wake up, why they fight, and why they refuse to quit. So ask the questions. Search your soul. Find your truth. And once you do, never let it go. Let your purpose pull you forward, step by step, day by day, until the life you've imagined becomes the life you live. Set concrete goals and milestones. Goals give your dream structure. Without them, even the boldest vision fades into the background of daily distractions. A dream without direction is like a ship without a compass, adrift, lost, and eventually forgotten. But when you define clear, actionable goals, you give your dream a spine, a framework, a path. You begin to turn possibility into inevitability. Goals are not just wishes written down. They are promises to yourself. They are declarations that you will not leave your future to chance, that you will not sit back and hope. You will move, you will build, you will rise. History has shown us what becomes possible when vision is paired with precision. The moon landing wasn't achieved in one leap. It began with a vision, but it came to life through specific, measurable steps. Each calculation, each test, each mission was a goal. And one by one, those goals formed the bridge from Earth to Moon. That same power lives in you. Start today, not tomorrow, not when things are perfect. Now, write your goals, not in your head, on paper, on your wall, in your journal. Make them real. Make them visible. Don't settle for vague intentions or abstract wishes. Get clear about what you want, when you want it, and why it matters. Your goals should challenge you, push you forward, and stay deeply connected to your purpose. With clarity and direction, you begin to see the path. You begin to act with intention. Break your larger vision into milestones, clear checkpoints that keep you grounded and focused. With every milestone you reach, you build trust in yourself. You begin to understand that progress is not a myth. It is happening step by step, decision by decision. Every small victory matters, so celebrate it. Let it remind you that you are not stuck. You are moving. You are growing. You are becoming. Transformation doesn't happen in giant leaps. It happens step by step, not through chaos, but through structure. When your goals are clear, your actions align. You stop wandering and start building. You stop reacting and start leading. There will be days when the dream feels distant, when the weight of the work feels unbearable, and that's when your goals will save you. They will pull you back. They will remind you why you started. They will give you something solid to stand on when everything else feels uncertain. This journey isn't about perfection. It's about commitment. It's about showing up day after day, step after step, until your life begins to mirror the vision you hold. Dream big, always, but anchor those dreams in daily action. Start now. Be relentless. Refuse to quit. Because when your goals guide your path, your dream is no longer just a hope. It becomes your destination. Every goal you set, every milestone you reach, every step you take breathes life into that dream. So start. Choose one goal, one action, one step, and begin the journey that transforms vision into reality. There comes a moment in every pursuit, in every daring dream, when the voices of the world begin to rise. Some will whisper in caution, others will shout in disbelief. The tone may change, but the message remains the same: doubt. And most of the time, that doubt doesn't come from malice. It comes from fear, fear of the unknown, fear of the untested, fear of the unconventional. But it is always this uncertain path, the one most feared, that leads to greatness. The truth is, criticism and doubt can only derail your ambition if you allow them. Galileo Galilei, the father of modern science, dared to defy the dogmas of his time. He looked through a telescope and saw a universe that refused to orbit the Earth. For speaking the truth, he was condemned, silenced, cast aside by those too afraid to challenge their own beliefs. And yet his vision endured. Centuries later, his name still shines while his critics have long been forgotten. Albert Einstein faced the same resistance. His ideas shattered the limits of conventional thinking, and before the world revered his genius, it ridiculed his theories. But he stood firm, trusting his clarity more than the noise of his critics. And today the world remembers his brilliance, not the voices that tried to tear it down. Their lives teach us one powerful truth. The judgment of others is a reflection of their limitations, not your potential. When people doubt your path, it's usually because they cannot see what you see. Their vision is trapped by their past, but yours reaches beyond. If you surrender your dreams to their doubt, you exchange infinite possibility for their finite fear. You must learn to separate the voices that sharpen you from the noise that weakens you. Welcome constructive criticism. Let it refine your skills, sharpen your focus, strengthen your resolve. But when the voices come only to tear you down, let them drift away like dust in the wind, because their purpose is not to build you, but to break you. Commitment in the face of criticism is the highest form of courage. It's easy to stand tall when the world cheers for you, but true strength is revealed when you keep moving even when they mock you, when you keep building even when they doubt you, when you keep believing even when the world tells you to stop. That is the mark of the determined. That is the signature of the visionary. Let their doubt be the backdrop to your determination. Let their disbelief fuel your fire. Because in time, your results will silence their resistance, your progress will answer their questions, and your success will stand as proof of your resilience. Understand this. No great change has ever come without resistance. No revolutionary idea ever walked through the world unchallenged. The world only changes because someone, somewhere, dares to persist despite rejection. You must be that someone. Stand firm in your vision. Carry it not like a fragile hope, but like a sacred torch. Protect it from the winds of doubt, and fuel it every day with the breath of belief. One day, those who doubted you will forget why they ever did, but the world will remember you. The one who stayed true, the one who stood tall, the one who turned resistance into respect. That is your power, a power far greater than any critic's voice could ever be. In your pursuit of success, it's easy to picture the journey as a straight line, clear, predictable, easy to follow. But life doesn't work like that. It twists, it turns, and it tests you when you least expect it. And in those moments, life doesn't reward the rigid or the stubborn. It rewards the adaptable. Adaptability isn't optional. It's the difference between those who survive and those who thrive. When the market shifts, when your plans fall apart, when relationships change, you must change too. What worked yesterday might hold you back tomorrow. So ask yourself, will you adapt or will you be left behind? Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, understood this truth. More than a wartime general, he was a leader who mastered strategic flexibility. He faced a world gripped by the Cold War, nuclear tensions, civil rights struggles, and economic uncertainty. He didn't cling to a single path. He built the interstate highway system not just for transportation, but as a defense strategy. He balanced progress with stability, preserving the best of the New Deal while keeping the budget in check. And when fear and division grew louder under McCarthyism, he led with restraint, preserving the values that mattered most. His strength wasn't found in holding his ground at all costs, but in knowing when to shift, when to evolve, and when to act. You must move the same way. Be willing to unlearn, relearn, and grow. Chase new knowledge. Expand your skills. When a plan fails, don't stand still. Change your angle. Your values are your anchor, but your strategies must remain flexible. There's no wisdom in running at a wall when you could walk around it. Real strength is knowing when to pivot. Too many confuse stubbornness with resilience. They wear their refusal to change like a badge of honor. But you know better. Adaptability isn't weakness, it's intelligence. It says, I am loyal to the destination, not the old map. Stay focused on your goals, but stay flexible in your methods. Life will shift, the winds will change, the world will move. The only question is, will you move with it or be swept aside? Don't fear change. Embrace it. Step into the unknown with confidence. Your ability to adapt will set you apart, and in a world that never stops evolving, it's not the strongest who succeed, it's the ones willing to grow. Master this skill, and you won't just survive, you'll shape the future. You won't be broken by life's storms. You'll become the force that turns them into opportunity. And none of that happens without self-belief. Self-belief is the foundation of everything. Without it, every step forward feels uncertain, every challenge feels impossible, and doubt becomes your shadow. But with self-belief, you become unstoppable. You walk with purpose, you speak with conviction, and you act without hesitation. The challenges don't disappear, but they can't break you anymore. They mold you. Muhammad Ali once stood before the world and declared, "I am the greatest." He believed it before anyone else did, and that belief carried him through every setback and every fight. His greatness wasn't born in the ring. It was born in his mind. Your greatness begins the same way. Believe, adapt, and keep moving forward. Because the world doesn't belong to the doubters. It belongs to the ones who refuse to stop believing. To many, it sounded like arrogance, but to those who understood, it was clarity. It was power. It was the voice of a man who knew, long before the world believed it, that greatness is born first in the mind. Muhammad Ali wasn't handed the title of the greatest. He earned it. He became it. And the force that carried him there wasn't luck, wasn't talent alone. It was self-belief. Through every setback, every fight, every storm, that belief never wavered. You must build the same. Not shallow confidence, not the kind that fades when life gets hard, but a deep, unshakable belief in who you are and who you are becoming. It all starts with your words. Your mind listens to you. It absorbs every sentence you speak about yourself. Speak fear, and fear will grow. Speak strength, and strength will rise. So speak power, daily, relentlessly. Tell yourself, I am capable. I am worthy. I am becoming stronger every single day. Not because you're pretending, but because you are becoming. Repetition carves truth, and the more you affirm your worth, the more your mind believes it. But don't stop at words. Prove it. Look at your past. Look at the storms you've already survived. Look at the nights you thought you wouldn't make it. Yet here you are. Every victory, no matter how small, is proof. Proof that you are stronger than you give yourself credit for. Gather those moments. Own them. Let them become the foundation of a belief system no storm can shake. Then move like it. Stand tall, shoulders back, eyes forward. Speak as if your words bend reality. Act as if success is already chasing you. Because when you move with belief, the world starts to move, too. Doors open. Opportunities appear. Not because of luck, but because self-belief reshapes your world. You're not waiting for permission. You're not asking for approval. You're claiming what's already inside you. Every legend you admire began here. Not with applause, not with talent alone, but with belief. Quiet, steady, and unbreakable. This isn't ego. This isn't delusion. This is truth, spoken before the world can see it. You will face doubt. You will stumble. But your belief must remain. Not because you're perfect, but because you are persistent. Train your mind. Feed it strength. Starve it of doubt. Surround yourself with people, words, and actions that reinforce who you are becoming. Speak your victories into existence. And when fear shows up, meet it head-on with the fire of belief. The world cannot stop a person who refuses to quit. Someone who believes so deeply in their purpose, their potential, and their power that nothing and no one can shake them. Be that person. Build that belief. Watch the world move to meet you. Harness the power of resilience. Life never asks for permission to test you. It just does. Storms will come, and when they do, it's not the easiest path that shapes your destiny, but the strength you summon in your darkest hour. That strength is resilience. It's the invisible force that lifts you when the world expects you to stay down. It's the quiet voice that whispers, "Try again," when failure screams, "Quit." History is full of those who stood tall in the face of defeat, but few did it like Thomas Edison. Imagine failing not once, not 100 times, but thousands, and still moving forward. The world laughed. The critics mocked. Friends offered sympathy, but Edison stood firm. He didn't see failure, he saw feedback. "I haven't failed," he said. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Those weren't empty words. They were the battle cries of a man who understood that every setback was just a step forward in disguise. His resilience wasn't blind persistence. It was wisdom. He didn't curse the darkness. He searched for the light. He didn't resent the struggle. He embraced it as the fire that forged his greatness. And that, right there, is life's ultimate lesson. Challenges are not punishment. They are preparation. Obstacles are not walls. They are doorways. Every setback is sculpting you, shaping you, preparing you for the day when your moment finally arrives. So rise. Stand tall in the storm. Let the world doubt. Let failure knock. You're not done. You're just getting started. They are preparation. Every trial, every disappointment, every moment of despair is shaping you. Life is chiseling away the doubts, the fears, the weaknesses, and revealing the warrior within. So when the weight of the world presses on your chest, when your dreams seem distant, and your strength feels spent, pause, but do not retreat. Remind yourself, this pain is not your ending. It is the beginning of your rise. Growth lives on the other side of struggle. The muscles of the mind, the strength of the spirit, the courage of the heart. These are not built in comfort. They are forged in resistance. Your sharpest skills are not shaped during easy days, but in the fire of difficult ones. Wisdom isn't handed to you in moments of joy. It is earned in the silent battles fought behind closed doors, when no one is watching and quitting feels easier. Start expecting resistance. More than that, start respecting it. Because resistance is the forge that builds resilience. You only learn to rise by first falling. And it is through rising again and again that you become unbreakable. Remember this, resilience is not about being perfect. It's not about walking an unbroken path free from failure. It's about standing back up every single time you fall. It's about choosing hope when despair surrounds you, choosing effort when apathy tempts you, and choosing faith when fear shouts the loudest. A resilient soul does not wait for life to be easy. They grow stronger precisely because it is hard. Let the world test you. Let it throw its worst. Because every single time you rise from the ashes, you return transformed, wiser, stronger, more prepared. That is the secret. Every setback is a setup for your next triumph. Rise so many times that rising becomes your nature, and nothing, not even life itself, can keep you down for long. Your mindset dictates your future. This is not just a motivational phrase. It is the truth. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, every perspective you choose becomes the lens through which you see the world. If your lens is clouded with doubt, fear, and limitation, every challenge will look impossible. But if you polish that lens with resilience, courage, and faith, even the darkest roads will show you glimmers of light. Think of your mind as a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds. The mindset you carry is the soil. If you fill the soil with bitterness and fear, you cannot expect anything beautiful to grow. But plant seeds of courage, gratitude, determination, and hope, and your future will bloom beyond imagination. The power to choose your thoughts is yours. You are not at the mercy of your circumstances. You are the gardener, and your future grows from the seeds you plant today. It begins with awareness. Notice the moment negativity creeps in. Catch yourself when your mind whispers, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough." These are not facts. They are just habits. And like any habit, they can be broken. Uproot them. Replace them with power. Say, "I can." Say, "I will." Say, "This challenge is shaping me." Say, "Even if I fall, I will rise stronger." The more you repeat these truths, the more your mind will believe them. And when belief takes root, action follows. Look at the lives of those you admire, the ones who changed the world. What set them apart wasn't luck. It wasn't an easy path. It was mindset. They trained their minds to see failure as feedback, setbacks as growth, and uncertainty as adventure. They mastered their inner world so they could conquer the outer one. You must do the same. Feed your mind daily. Read about those who endured. Surround yourself with voices that lift you. Place yourself in environments that reflect who you want to become, not who you used to be. Speak to yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you would give someone you love, because you are worthy of love. You are worthy of belief. Let your mind become your strongest ally, and watch the world transform around you. When the storms of life arrive, and they will, it's your mindset that decides whether you are swept away or whether you rise, soaked but undefeated. Success isn't just about the goals you reach or the titles you earn. It begins with the battles you win inside your own mind. This is the silent, powerful truth behind every long-term success story. The great ones don't just build businesses, families, or empires. They build unshakable inner strength. They learn to stay still in chaos, clear in confusion, and courageous in fear. Their lives are not without pain, but their mindset transforms pain into growth and setbacks into comebacks. So take command of your thoughts, because waiting for the world to change is wasted time. Real change starts within. Don't just react, create. Don't just wish, act. Don't just doubt, believe. And though this transformation doesn't happen overnight, every choice you make, every thought you redirect, and every moment you catch yourself drifting is a step toward mastery. One day you'll wake up and realize your world has quietly aligned with the strength you've been building all along. Mastering your mindset won't stop life's challenges from coming, but it will give you the power to turn them into stepping stones. You'll stop asking, "Why me?" and start declaring, "Watch me." Because a strong mind can overcome any limitation, and a focused spirit can achieve what once felt impossible. The garden of your future is wide open. The question is, what seeds will you plant today? Because ideas without action are empty. You can hold the brightest vision, craft the perfect plan, or dream the boldest dream, but if you never act, none of it will matter. The world doesn't reward intentions. It rewards the doers, the ones who rise not just with passion in their hearts, but action in their hands. The greatest tragedy in life is not failure, it's regret. It's the silence of an unwritten book, the emptiness of a song never sung, the absence of a business never built. Dreams aren't destroyed by critics or stolen by time. They are buried beneath fear and procrastination. Success belongs to those who act despite uncertainty, who move forward even when the path is unclear. The first step will never be perfect. It might be messy, it might be small, but it is the only thing that separates wishful thinking from real progress. Your vision only matters as much as your willingness to take action now. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just climb the first step. You don't need the perfect moment. Just start. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Because the moment you act, momentum is born, and momentum is stronger than motivation. Action creates more action. Movement builds more movement. One small step leads to another, and the path will reveal itself. Action builds confidence. Every task you complete, no matter how small, teaches your mind that you are capable and trains your spirit to rise above resistance. You show your fear that it holds no power over you. Every step you take becomes another stone in the foundation of your success. And the more you move forward, the more capable you become, not because life gets easier, but because you grow stronger. It's not the random bursts of motivation that transform your life. It's the consistent, deliberate effort you bring to each day. Greatness isn't built on grand, flashy moments. It's hidden in the quiet, relentless pursuit of your goals, one simple action at a time. What you do over and over again shapes who you become. So act with purpose and act now. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. The conditions will never be flawless. Time will never slow down long enough for you to feel fully prepared. But the truth is, you don't have to be ready to move forward. You only need commitment, courage, and belief. These are the forces that carry you from dreaming to doing. Your success story doesn't begin the day the world believes in you. It begins the moment you believe in yourself enough to act, and it grows stronger with every step you take. If you stumble, stand back up. If you fail, learn and adapt. If you feel doubt, move anyway, because nothing changes until you take action. No dream breathes until you breathe life into it. Your future doesn't depend on luck, timing, or other people. It depends entirely on what you choose to do today. Not tomorrow, not someday. Today. The decisions you make, the tasks you complete, the steps you take in this moment shape the world you will wake up to tomorrow. So take the first step. Make the call. Write the page. Launch the idea. Start the project. Begin the journey. And once you start, never stop. Keep going. Keep building. Keep acting. Because at the end of the day, it's not the ideas you imagined, but the actions you took that will define your legacy. You show your fear that it holds no power over you. Every step you take becomes another stone in the foundation of your success. And the more you move forward, the more capable you become, not because life gets easier, but because you grow stronger. It's not the random bursts of motivation that transform your life. It's the consistent, deliberate effort you bring to each day. Greatness isn't built on grand, flashy moments. It's hidden in the quiet, relentless pursuit of your goals, one simple action at a time. What you do over and over again shapes who you become. So act with purpose and act now. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. The conditions will never be flawless. Time will never slow down long enough for you to feel fully prepared. But the truth is, you don't have to be ready to move forward. You only need commitment, courage, and belief. These are the forces that carry you from dreaming to doing. Your success story doesn't begin the day the world believes in you. It begins the moment you believe in yourself enough to act, and it grows stronger with every step you take. If you stumble, stand back up. If you fail, learn and adapt. If you feel doubt, move anyway, because nothing changes until you take action. No dream breathes until you breathe life into it. Your future doesn't depend on luck, timing, or other people. It depends entirely on what you choose to do today. Not tomorrow, not someday. Today. The decisions you make, the tasks you complete, the steps you take in this moment shape the world you will wake up to tomorrow. So take the first step. Make the call. Write the page. Launch the idea. Start the project. Begin the journey. And once you start, never stop. Keep going. Keep building. Keep acting. Because at the end of the day, it's not the ideas you imagined, but the actions you took that will define your legacy. And if this message hit home, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and share this with someone who needs that push today. Remember, your future is waiting, and it starts with you. Let's make it happen.